Anyway, it's certainly good to hear you this morning, and hopefully, what's his name will be out here, and his experiment yesterday was a success.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested to hear what happened with his, with the addition of the filter unit.
Yeah, and Denny says he can hear you, but he can't quite understand you.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he'll be able to hear me a little while. It'll be better.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty optimistic. We'll actually have decent conditions here in a little while.
Yeah, who knows? Feeling better. Anyway, maybe I've seen stations that are further away. As much as soon as they were.
Meanwhile, I did nothing yesterday. I felt like doing nothing yesterday. My intent when I woke up yesterday morning was to do nothing, so I did nothing all day.
Oh, well, it sounds like you fulfilled your destiny for yesterday.
Yeah, that's one project that has been successfully completed. Today, I at least have chores and whatnot to do. Oh, and I ate part of my dinner for breakfast. I ate my I had a baked potato that I didn't eat for supper, so I ate it for breakfast.
There you go. Well, nothing better, you take a baked potato and that makes great hash browns for the next day.
Well, this one was still in the foil wrapper. I hadn't even unwrapped it, and had baked it long and slow, and it was wrapped in bacon and garlic and some Costco no salt seasoning and a little bit of onion, and they come out wonderful.
That's great.
Oh, it's absolutely dangerous food. I mean, it's definitely heart attack food, but it's good.
Oh boy, that would be great.
Yeah, you take just the biggest potatoes you can find, and wrap them up in like 4 strips of bacon, nice thick cut smoked bacon, and then add your favorite spices to it, and bake it for about 3.5 hours, and all is good.
Radio, so I went back to the 95. I could use a headset, I could use the whole day. It was on the 9,000 series, but... Oh, you should have been able to use your headset with that, too. Oh, there you go. I think, I thought you used the headset with the 9,000. I do, but I have to switch the stick. Okay. Too much trouble. Yeah, it's pretty simple here to do it. I've got a lot less trouble than I used to have, which is great. That's radio. That's good. Good morning.
Hey, you're loud this morning there, Mr. Jim.
Good morning, Jim. Good morning.
Good morning. So tell me, how did your recording experiment turn out?
Well, I'm cautiously optimistic. It seemed that I didn't interfere with the recording, so I'm running high power today, and I'm recording Sunday morning, and we'll see what. If I show up with bruises next week, you'll know that I messed up the recording, and Diane was not there.
Yeah, I understand. I found another interesting car-related video. Of course, you probably already know all about this since you're kind of an authority on the subject, but it was a little video on why Chevrolet or why GM gave up the Rochester mechanical fuel injection from the late 50s and the early 60s.
there's several possible explanations. I think of explanation is 396.
Yeah, that actually was the explanation that was given, and but they also mentioned other complications along the way, like the mechanics, non-company mechanics were not well schooled in the adjustment of that, and I can understand that. I mean, it was a little bit weird for its day.
Required a lot of hand labor to manufacture, and it was expensive to service simply because the mechanics did not know how it worked and didn't care to learn.
Yeah, if I was a mechanic back in those days, I'd probably be real good at it, because I still have the desire to learn that I had when I was young.
It helps to have. I don't know how to put it. It helps to understand a little bit about pneumatics and fluid flow, and once you've got some of the fundamental principles down, then how the unit works becomes almost completely obvious, and you can through what's going on when problems develop. But most mechanics that I've run into just don't have any interest in learning fluid mechanics and stumbles.
Yeah, well, what can I say? I know my way around a set of Hilborn injectors, but I would really like to see a good teardown of that GM fuel injection system. That thing looked really interesting.
I can send you pictures.
Oh, cool.
How important what you have done for a lower size yet, or that?
It's partially double rigged to the flight trick my boss, John. So say again.
Isn't that what you try to protect it? I mean, you had a kind of a business of sorts work for other people?
Indeed. I've shut down operations right now, so I can focus all my attention. Yeah. I feel like I'm one of the very few people in the nation who actually knows how those things work, and I know it at the engineering level as well as at the hands-on practical level.
That's great.
Modesty aside.
Did you have at least one car with that on it?
I've got two cars with it, and one of them is what I use as a test fuel, and that car is fully instrumented. I've got oxygen sensors, wideband oxygen sensors, AFR recording, data logging, temperature. I can data log everything when I go for a test drive with one of those.
Oh yeah, that's the way to do it.
I love it. That stuff is so cool.
I'll send you some pictures too. You can see that you probably never really wanted to work on one.
Hey, F6LJ, watching the stream.
KM60Q.
You did.
Morning, bud.
Good morning, Denny. Good morning, Bed. Good morning, Sue.
Morning, Dan.
Morning.
Hey, Denny.
Sir.
Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Mother's Day to Esther.
Denny said Happy Mother's Day.
Somebody passed along to Bud my wishes for a Happy Mother's Day. It's a tradition.
Jim sends along his wishes for a happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to all that are applied.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day to all of you folks where it hits out there.
And thanks from here to all those mothers in the group here at W6JT.
I'll pass it along.
Wish Ryder and Esther the best.
I will. Thank you.
This is
haven't really opened up too good here for Jim and John. But probably you, Jim, too, and Benny, and I think Dan's in there, too. Yeah, Dan's in there.
Yeah, Mr. Dan is right here.
Oh, yeah, I'm in here this morning.
Yeah, he's not real strong, but good morning to you, Dan.
Yes, good morning, bud. You're not real strong either, but I can hear you.
It'll get stronger, though, because it will.
It always does.
Pretty much.
Good morning, Denny.
Good morning, Jim. Move in, come over and sit down.
Wow.
It's always funny because you hear that before I do every time, Jim.
Really?
Now, it's usually just minutes.
He just walked into the room here.
Yeah, and I sat down. I was listening to you about the fuel injection unit, so not too hard, not too much of a problem. That's just fascinating, Jim, what you do.
But it's just a slow increase.
Oh, it's like flipping a switch here, John. When Denny walks into the room, it's
Just a difference in antenna height, evidently.
I guess.
Must be.
Danny's right in between the two. What is yours, around 42, Danny?
Yeah, it's about 35, maybe 38, something like that.
Okay, so you're really close to where I am.
Yeah. And our big antennas, when mine's up all the way, is about the same height as yours.
Okay, I just turned the switch change.
Yeah, it did.
That's funny.
That is so unique.
Coming to you live and direct from Disappointment Hill, this is AF6LJ.
It sure is. Wow.
Yep, you're very loud this morning, Sue, and so is Denny.
I made Jim laugh. Okay, my goals for the day have been met.
You never said that before. That's good.
My gosh. Well, not that anybody's really interested, but granddaughter our oldest had a landmark occasion yesterday. She, her and her friend, we went over to their house, at the granddaughter's house, and took pictures of her on her going out for her first prom. Boy, did she look pretty.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's nice, Denny.
Tears. Right, I couldn't stop crying. Yeah. Very nice looking couple. That was a landmark day for her.
It's very cool.
Yeah, it is. It was very nice. We took lots of pictures.
You want to go up to here?
Okay, so my mini circuits directional coupler, I find out, is in my mailbox, and I'll be able to pick it up tomorrow morning.
Wonderful.
This is part of your Arduino project?
Yeah, it actually is part of the mock-up and the demonstration part of it in order to work on software.
Fantastic.
I have a little 3.2 watt amplifier here I can hook up to my signal generator, and I get 3.2 watts out of it, which I think is an extra bonus considering it came from China. That's going to drive the directional coupler, and the directional coupler is going to look at the reflected doodads from an L network.
Oh, okay.
Pictures. We need pictures.
Well, I need to build it first.
And its same purposes?
Well, I remember one of my sometimes referred to as a capstone project is to have an automatic antenna tuner stuck up on the mast so that I can just go out there, pick it up just a few feet down from the feed point, and forget about it.
Oh, yeah. That's something I wanted to do a long time ago, and then eventually canned the idea.
Oh, so you do the Apple Watch in here.
You know, it's a good vacuum variable.
Hold it to the camera to where it sees the watch.
Decent roller inductor are available, although I'm still of two minds about whether to use a roller inductor or just use series inductors and relays.
Today, most of the designers use relays and inductors.
And I'm not too thrilled with that because that means that I have to, that complicates my software a little bit because I want to use latching relays because when the antenna tuner is done tuning, I want it to sit there and draw milliamps and only milliamps of current, just a little bit of current.
Is this going to be a high-powered tuner so you can run your amp through it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Do you feed your antenna with ladder line, or am I smoking something?
After you do that, you want to...
No, I'm currently feeding it with ladder line, but I want to get away from doing that.
All right.
Environmental variability, and I think I'm losing part of my signal in the 10 feet of ladder line that's laying on the roof.
Hard to imagine you lose a lot of signal in ladder line.
Yeah, but it's laying on top of an asphalt and gravel roof.
Oh, probably 40 feet of my ladder line is laying on the ground.
Yeah, about the same here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Not a lot of capacity.
I've seen a very, very clever ladder line based antenna tuner that does switching to switch in and out, a binary combination of lengths of ladder line. And I would think that if you're building an antenna tuner for ladder line, just switching in lengths of ladder line as you need them to make a match would be the way to go.
I've thought about that, and, yeah, that's kind of cool, but it's a little bit more complicated to actually build.
You can have a whole bunch of different lengths of ladder lines floating around.
Right.
And you've got the relays to deal with, and you got to put all of this in a box, and the box has got to have insulators on it that'll handle a few hundred volts. That part's not a problem, but you get the idea. It ends up looking really ugly when you're done.
I did no argument there. The picture that I saw was ugly, but I was just impressed with the notion of just change the length of the feed line and do it, in a binary progression, and after about 3 clicks of the relays, you're probably done every time.
Yeah.
So you're tuning with feed lines, what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah, you're just changing the length of the feed line to affect a match.
Makes my head swim.
It works. It's just a couple of those feed line sections end up being pretty long.
Indeed. Indeed they do. But I sure like the concept.
I'm just going to have my little box up there with a
I think that's
with a little tiny plastic radome at the bottom so that the remote control transmitter can get the signal into the box to tell it when to tune and when not to tune or when to do manual stuff. And I want that box up on the pole with a solar attached to the side of it, and a little separate probably stainless steel box with a lithium battery in it.
This is not going to be a cheap project, is it?
No. Signals are coming up. Can you copy me now, Jim?
I can tell you're in there, bud.
I can hear you.
Hey.
No.
I can hear you guys fairly well, too. So it's time to refill my coffee. I'll be back. W6TJD.
Yeah, I can hear all you guys now.
Good morning, Dan. You're just about copyable here.
Yeah, good morning, Jim. Good morning, John.
Good morning.
Everything's wet over here.
Haven't had any visitors in a while.
What, rained over there, did it?
Yeah, it rained quite a bit yesterday and last night.
Really?
Kind of looked threatening here. We got a few drops, but that was it.
We left Sacramento yesterday. It was about 85 degrees. We got home, it was 55.
Yeah, I don't think it made it much over 70 here.
It was very nice down there yesterday.
Windy, oh my God.
Well, then it was nice for your Mother's Day. Did you take her to brunch, or what was it?
Oh, we took her out to lunch. There's this Mexican restaurant she likes a lot, so we took her there and had a nice visit with her.
Okay.
That's great, Dan.
Oh, yeah, she's a gem.
Happy Mother's Day to you too, Dan.
Yeah, thank you, bud.
Same from us.
Yeah, likewise.
Is she down there around 43rd Street or something?
She's off of 40th Street and, see, what would be the closest one? 40th Street and McKinley.
Yeah, Fabulous 40.
I think that Fabulous 40 is actually a few blocks over. She doesn't have one of those big mansions.
I'll be back. Coffee running, etc.
I thought it was like 36th to 43rd Street, something like that.
It's in there somewhere. You go a few blocks over, you go down these big, wide streets with these big, huge mansions on them. That's a few blocks over from her. She doesn't have a mansion.
Yeah, my wife goes down around Christmas every year with each other family members and go through the open houses. They like to do that.
Yeah, they put on quite a show. The house Mom bought, it was one of those situations to where the house that was there was they just leveled it, bulldozed it, and put a brand new house on a lot that matches the existing houses of the heir. So she's got a brand new house that's made to look like an older one on the same type of lot. It's very nice.
A brand new old looking house.
Yeah. So, I mean, it looks new on the old side, but it's the same style as to match the other ones that are 60 years old or however they old beside it, you know. But it's very nice because it's all brand new construction, so you can imagine it's got all the latest stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Yep, but yet she lives under this tree canopy that's huge. It's really nice.
That's one of the nicest things about that area is the trees.
Oh, yeah, the canopy down there is just wonderful. And, you know, this house is, when they built this house, they didn't take any trees out. Everything is just fit into the existing site. So it's got a brand new detached garage in the back, just like the older houses had. Except everything's new, cement and everything. Even the sidewalk's new.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Yeah, I'm very happy for her. And so she has no worries with any of her house issues, and everything's very, very nice. It's got an island in the kitchen. In fact, the island in the kitchen is where the actual stove is, and there's a hood that comes down from the ceiling. And it's got, like, I don't know, 14-foot ceilings. They're huge.
Ah, sounds nice.
Yeah, I'm very happy for her. She deserves it. She sure earned it, that's for sure.
Friends in that area now?
Yeah, my brother lives about a mile from her, and my sister lives with her, and she's made friends with the neighbors.
And your sister works up here, right?
Yeah, she works dispatch there in Placer County.
Oh, I thought it was El Dorado.
El Dorado? What? Yeah, it's El Dorado, John. You're right. It's in It's that big dispatch building they have up there.
Well, that's the government center, yeah.
Yeah, she works in that.
Yeah, so she's a sheriff's dispatcher.
Yeah. So she, you know, you never know what her shift is.
That's probably a varying shift.
It is, because everybody rotates. Nobody stays on the same shift forever. The best you can do is get to the point where you don't have to work graveyard. That's where she's at, but She doesn't know if she's going to work till midnight, you know, or if she's going to start at 8 o'clock in the morning until she gets her schedule.
I would think that would eventually get old, you know, having to switch around your sleeping schedule.
I wouldn't, you know, it's not bad, you know, whether you start at 8 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, that's not bad. It's if you start, you know, a shift where you got to start and work like, you know, 8 o'clock at night till 6 in the morning. That's not good.
Yeah, that'd be hard to be switching.
But the switch between, like, swing and days is no big deal. That's easy.
Anyway.
But, yeah, anyway.
Got somebody on there tuning up and whistling.
I hear it.
It's not me. I didn't do it. And this is WSJT-X.
WB7EGG.
WS6DAX.
C4CCF.
KM6CQ. Well, we're going to go to Kings Beach today and meet some friends for lunch.
It dropped down a little bit, Dan.
Oh, I said we're going to go to Kings Beach today and meet some friends for lunch that we haven't seen in a while.
Oh, Kings Beach. That's nice.
Yeah, there's a little place that it's nothing exciting, but it's called Jason's. And it's, you know, it's an okay place to have lunch.
That's still a drive for you.
About 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's not bad. But I don't really care about the lunch. I'm looking forward to the ice cream shop should be open.
You might get rained on again today.
Yeah, but even if I do get rained on, I'll still have ice cream.
Actually, they said there was a little snow up there yesterday.
A little snow up there? Really?
Yeah, they had a couple inches.
Wow.
I don't know about around the lake, but on the mountaintops around there.
Their forecast this morning that made it look like there's going to be some slushy conditions up at the highest elevations today.
Well, maybe I'll take the pickup then to go over the pass.
I really wish you guys would stop hogging all that weather. You know, we need some of that stuff down here. Hey, it's 6LJ from the land that time has neglected.
Now, what has it been, 90 degrees down there?
Well, yesterday it wasn't too bad. It was about 70.
Oh, that's nice.
And we have our May-June gloom, which I truly love. Most people down here hate it, but I absolutely love it.
We're supposed to get thunderstorms all in this coming week.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain every day this week here.
We may have a few thunderstorms this afternoon, but temperature-wise, I think they said we're supposed to be about 68 degrees here.
That's comfortable.
Weather's changing. It's good. We're going down to Grand State today. Our friends are going to move back to California.
Easy.
I guess you got a job on a ranch here in the Greenwood area.
Oh.
So I'll be a ranch hand in Illinois.
Who's this?
My friend Deb that moved over here to CRE. She's going to leave and go back to California.
Why?
Oh, well.
Well, I asked that question too. I guess she doesn't like Nevada. Find out in you.
Oh, you seem to like it.
Yeah, we do. But I think her heart home is in California.
I'd be happy to be in Nevada.
I'm delighted to be here.
Better horses. You think California people care for the horses better grazing and all that, but horses have been probably in Nevada before man was.
I said they've been there a long time.
Well, I can't understand the reasoning, but maybe that's my political view.
Each to his own, I guess.
Yeah, we're all different.
That's right, Dan. And she's moving back on Thursday. Matter of fact, the ranch owner that she's going to be working for is going to move her back. So bringing this big horse trailer and all that, and moving her stuff. So all the corral fences and all that. So that's a good deal for her. She doesn't have to run a U-Haul.
Yeah, that's good.
So she'll be happier in California with all that serpentine, which I found out just the other day that serpentine is your state rock over in California.
We have a state rock?
Yeah, we do. It's in a museum at the Coloma. They're going to have the opening on the 30th of the new extension of the museum out there. And we got a known tour of it, so it's pretty cool. State rock, and they tell you all the precautions. And you know what? They used to put that serpentine on the gravel road. Yeah, you have to read the description of it on the little placard there. They really did a nice job on that museum out there. So I met with the superintendent, Barry, out there, and he gave me the grand tour.
Wow.
Well, if we're going to have a state rock, I definitely think that we should have a state radio.
A crystal controlled one, no doubt.
A lot of states have state rocks. Michigan's is Petoskey. That's the only one I know of. Maybe Nevada's was uranium. Or was it something to do with UFOs? Area 51 and all.
That's what I was going to say.
I beat you that time, but
It would make more sense to me, if there really is such a thing as a state rock, it would make more sense to me for California state rock to be, a piece of quartz with some gold embedded in it.
yeah, I would
exactly
think so.
what I was thinking.
I would think so, but that's what they say out there at the Commercial Gold Museum, that serpentine is the California state rock.
That's by sheer volume, is that what you're saying?
Most likely, I suppose. Probably because it's on many of the roads throughout California.
You're talking about the asbestos content?
That's exactly the point.
That's what I was going to say, too. I know there was something in it, and I think it was asbestos.
So I just looked it up, and Nevada state rock is sandstone.
Constantly changing.
Well, there are state rocks, so like I said, Michigan's Petoskey, but...
Well, if you've ever been through the Red Rock Canyon in Nevada, then that's why, because the Red Rock Canyon is beautiful, and that's sandstone, I guess. I never knew that.
Oh, is that sandstone?
Yeah, that's what they're saying, that it's sandstone. It surprised me.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me.
But it's a beautiful canyon to drive through.
Yeah, that does. Oh dear, what can the matter? I'm running Omni 6 right now.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, I was using the 9000 earlier, but I couldn't hear John real well, so I wanted the headset on.
John's coming in good over here now.
Yep, great here.
Yep, everybody sounds good to me.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, well, everybody would sound good to Dan, considering that Dan's running about 100 minus 110 noise level.
Oh, really?
It's great. Minus 115 dB, I'm here this morning.
I'm jealous. I want that minus 110 noise level.
And there's no noise. I mean, I don't hear any electrical noise on the air or anything either. It's nice.
Mine's about 105. So that's about normal. At the AGC at 100.
Dan, we watched that special on the trains throughout the country on the KSBR, the CBS station last night. 2-hour special on the trains and all the tours. We got to get out to Ely and see their train station out there.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, that sounds neat. Have you guys ridden the railroad there from Virginia City down into Carson yet?
No.
Yeah, that's nice.
Complain too much, but just from the little back of the envelope calculation that I just did, I guess I'm running about minus 95 to minus 100, so I guess I shouldn't complain.
Minus 85 on peaks here. Denny, you're on minus 70.
Am I?
Yep.
Oh, I was talking about my noise floor. I wasn't talking about people's signal strength.
Oh, okay.
How do you copy my signal strength, John?
You're minus 90.
Okay.
Minus 88, something like that. But very, very easy copy.
Yeah, very good. So that's the 104.
I must be good then, huh, John?
Yeah, minus 70, you're one of the strongest. I think Jim might be a little stronger.
He could be.
Yeah, minus 71 is a good signal. That's just a shade over S9.
Yeah, minus 73 is S9, but this is the average, so the peaks are going to be higher.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Well, I give the credit to the propagation gods and Scott and John for my wonderful antenna.
Yeah, if I look at my S meter, you're 10 over, Denny.
I haven't even looked at it here. I mean, on anybody else. I was sitting there looking at this little QRP Labs kit.
Yeah, 5 to 10 over here, Denny, also.
And looks like you're hit almost S9, about 9 over, 8 over, Jim.
That works for me.
Yeah, you're at least S9 plus 10.
Thank you.
And whoever said that to you was S5.
That was Bud.
I thought it was. Background noise is about a little less than S3.
S6 here.
That's with noise reduction on.
This is nothing.
Oh, well, the perils of Pauline.
I got like first generation noise reduction crap.
Well, what are you using?
Well, it's the noise reduction built into the icon.
Oh.
Oh, this is we're talking 1994-ish kind of technology.
Oh, it's a lot better than the old stuff.
Yeah, this is probably mid-90s.
You know, I'd actually agree with you for the most part, but, you know, a couple of sticking points, and that is the fact that this digital kind of bothers me. It's not the easiest radio to listen to.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, that makes it unpleasant.
they did improve the audio in the Pro 3. I actually did have a Pro 2. Was it a Pro 2 or Pro 3? I did have one of those radios, and they did make some improvements.
Oh, is it just kind of pitchy sounding audio then?
Yeah, it's, gritty sounding.
Yeah, of course the SDR sounds great, but the SS9000 has real nice, smooth audio.
It really does. It's very pleasant to listen to.
Yeah, my 745 has good audio, but of course it doesn't have any, it's a completely analog signal path, so it sounds good.
The TR7, just wonderful to listen to. Noise floor is so low.
I'll be back, AM6LJ.
KM6CQ.
C4CCF.
Oh, you did it. WB7EGG.
W6DAX.
Did you ever just disconnect the antenna from the TR7 and see how low the noise level goes?
No, I didn't. Haven't. I had a question on it too. I wonder if somewhere that might be the. I have that other power supply and bring up the oomph out of it. I'm supposed. And I don't know an easy way to measure it.
TR7.
That's TR7.
It worked. Wait, let's back up and think about this.
I had to think about that too.
For once, didn't it?
It's opposite.
Worked for years at full power. But I've never had it adjusted up where it will put out 150 watts, but I had it about 110. It all of a sudden quit, and I just wonder if I'm getting all the capability that power supply is supposed to put out. It's not the regular power supply either.
I think the power supply with your TR7 was mainly sold for use with the TR5, but the TR5 output power rating was the same as the TR7, remember?
Yeah, it did. It used to work smash bang. But I just wondered if something happened. I don't know an easy way to measure the voltage, under load. But I haven't delved into it, but it was just a thought,
Just take a scope, stick it on there.
Yeah, that's an idea. That's a problem. It may be running enough for the receiver and stuff, but not enough to put out full track.
Were you saying it was like 10 watts? It's a big difference, isn't it?
That's a big difference. 10 watts is all I can get out of it.
I think you'd notice some dramatic other things if it drops that low, like FMing.
Yeah. Well, it hasn't been on the air since the power dropped, other than running into a dummy load and stuff, testing it. That's what the CW turned up. All the drive, all. That's all. Because when you, this has got a little different tune-up. You can either tune up in AM position to get a carrier, or you can use a telegraph key and rate key and turn the drive up with that keyed.
Are you sure it's not folding back?
I have no idea.
Hey, do you have a bad? You could have a bad piece of coax between on that radio or a bad connection.
I've changed coaxes 2 or 3 times and used brand new coax running into a dummy load.
Okay, well that's fair then.
The 10-watt output, though, is suspicious because that is the fold-back power level to which the TR7 resorts if it sees or thinks it's seeing high SWR.
High SWR.
Well, I didn't stick the landing on that one, did I?
That's all right, Jim. I got you.
Yeah, you did the echo.
I don't know. It's.
Well, Denny, I'm looking at the back of mine, and there is that. There are the 2 power connectors that go in the back of the radio, and the one that has the high power, for the PA. You could always just loosen the connector shell and stick your voltmeter on it while you key down.
Yeah, that's a possible. I was thinking. I was wondering if that was a way to. I'm sure it's probably all right, but.
Sharp-pointed test leads are absolutely your friend. They have 6 all day.
Yeah, it's and those are huge Dean connectors. Brake had to be different.
So what kind of connectors?
So Dean's plugs.
Thinking Jones?
Cinch Jones, I mean, excuse me. I just looked at my bin here. Yeah, Cinch Jones, big ones.
Oh, well, we're good.
I was going to say, that radio was way too old for Dean connectors.
Yeah, Dan's box keeps tripping.
I was looking at my drawer of Cinch Jones. I got a female 15-pin in there, for God's sake. Where from, I don't know, but yeah, they're good. They're just different. And TR7 also runs the amplifier keying through that plug from the rig through that, and then out the back of the plug to over a separate wire over to the amplifier.
Does that? I don't know how big it is, but you know. Motorola used a very large connector on some of them. You know, that was probably at least 8 pins with, you know, they're like 3/8 wide flat pins, huge pins, and then
yeah, very big.
Pin.
This is one, isn't it a one square one, Jim, and isn't the other one about 3 inches by 1 inch or something?
Well, it's a little hard for me to see, but I just stuck a flashlight back there, and the high power connector appears to be just a square connector, square Jones connector, about 1 inch square, and probably has.
Yeah, a square one, and then there next to it's the other one.
And the other one doesn't match where that's just the low power input, and if your receiver works, then more coming in the other connector.
Correct. All right, just food for thought this morning. I'm sorry to take up time.
Take all the time you need, Denny.
Really, no. Like I said, the receiver on that is just absolutely wonderful. Put it in a 6 kC wide position if the band is clear. It's just music to your... It was just new when I left Okinawa. The TR7 had just come out, and instead of buying Yaesu over there, I should have waited and got to the States. Bought a brand new TR7. I thought it looked funky first, though, when it first came.
Styling definitely dates to the 80s.
Different looking, that's for sure.
I love the TR7. It's very...
Yeah, at first it was so different that I just kind of shrugged it off, and once more I didn't use good judgment. And the King of Jordan had one and a whole setup, and gee, I should have followed his advice. They are a great radio, and they'll... I wonder who was the guy, Jim, that came up with the mod that cut the one trace on the circuit board there and make that thing transmit everywhere. Or you had to have an auxiliary board and all kinds of stuff, you know, to go to different bands.
Yeah, it's my understanding the auxiliary board was supposed to give you a general coverage on receive.
And then they find out you cut one trace on the circuit board and you got everything.
Well, they probably knew that all along. They just didn't want you to do it.
Yeah.
They were holding out on you.
Well, anyway, it pulled several, and that's got quite frequency. I mean, to tune you these segments and then tune them and get any place on the HF bands. I used to listen to KFBK on it.
So you could even use that on 60 meters to transmit there too?
Yes, you can.
Jim uses his there.
It takes some modification, but yeah, it'll receive from just above DC up to 30 megacycles and probably transmit all throughout that range too, although I don't know how clean it would be.
Yeah, but depending on the bandpass, it seems to.
What'd you say, Bud?
You have to reclaim some of the coils for transmitting?
No.
Oh, just tune to 60 meters and start talking.
It's just broadband.
I have.
Yes, you have.
Initially, I was nervous about doing so because I didn't think it was going to be stable enough, but I got over that.
Oh, it's pretty stable.
Yeah, it is. And in fact, I never, I'll say never use the internal VFO. It's always the remote.
Yeah, since you told me that. It's just remarkable.
When they came out.
Got to get one, Bud.
If you'd love it.
Maybe someday I'll find one.
No, I don't think any neighbors are going to drop one off on your porch, though, bud.
Yeah, don't lower your tailgate expecting one to show up.
Oh, my tailgate, I've got to watch that. Makes me a much friend.
I'm just saying you're safe. I'm not going to dump my TR7 tailgate if it's down.
It's working pretty good now. The old AC401.
Or I won't dump mine either.
Matter of fact, I checked into the Western Public Service net last night on the FC401. Really left when my tailgate was down.
What, are you running full power?
Okay, yeah, we're putting out 400.
They're S9.
Really?
Yeah.
He's only about an S5 here, and that's about where my noise level is.
Here's dropped off over here.
He's S5 here also.
Well, he's above my noise floor. I can copy him, but he's not real loud.
And Dan's about an S5 also.
Yeah, it's just a band.
It's propagation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dropped way down for me.
You've definitely got a high angle radiator, and I do too.
Seems to be the way it is. Danny, I was doing pretty good. You're doing there really good.
Yeah, I can take no credit for it.
Well,
you're the strongest on the band for me.
Yeah, this is looking really yummy.
Well, at least we understand each other, and that's the important thing. So, it's like being with your family.
What you need to know, Denny, is that I just mixed up a batch of buttermilk biscuit dough from scratch, and it's good.
Oh, that sounds delicious, Dan. I'm on the Benford station again, John. It puts out enough power to be dangerous as far as my recording goes, and I just wanted to give it a try, be all I could be today.
It sure sounds good, though.
yeah, it does, and it's going to have probably the cleanest signal.
That's probably your best bet for that.
Well, we'll find out. I'm going to go up in a minute and start looking at the recording and see how badly have I destroyed it.
I hope not.
And then do you use what was it? The Ameritron 80?
Yeah, AL88. It's my modern station.
And you get something like 900 watts out.
Well, if you believe the power meter that's on the AL80, I tickle 1,000. I'm just not sure I believe that.
Well, I do with mine. I bet I've been in tune-up situations where I've seen this thing, and I don't believe their watt meter on it, but it says 13, 14 watts, and I have to back off that real quick.
What's your high voltage on your amplifier, Denny?
Just a second. It's sitting on that. It's idle about 32. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. So that's about 3,200.
Oh, that's a little higher than mine. Mine idles at 2,900, and on voice peaks it drops to about 2,600.
Oh yeah, mine on voice peaks is just a little bit below 3,000.
Well, that explains why you get so much more power out of yours than I get out of this.
Well, he's also running on 240, or are you?
Yes.
And I'm not.
Yeah, I'm running on over 200. Since I have it wired in the shack, I wired all my linears, well, the two of them, to 240, except for the 30L1. I haven't changed it. It's running off one.
Well, it's a smart move, Denny. I don't really have that option down here.
Yeah, when I built the shack, I wired in the 1, 2, 3 outlets with 20 amp 220.
Smart move.
I remember from my last shack, too. When I had the garage bay conversion from my last shack, as I converted that to a room, sort of, and, sheetrocked it and everything, so I wired in sub panel and 240 volt socket.
I have 240 available, but the amp I built, the transformer I got was 110, so...
Oh, there you go.
Still, I got real stiff line. It's 8 gauge, but I've wired over here, so it's 3,000 volts no load and 2750 under load.
Yeah, that's very good, John. It's feeding it very well.
Now, when I changed the capacitor input filter, things got better.
I remember you doing that. Not long ago, actually. So the time really flies. Well, speaking of time flying, it's time for me to go. So 73 is one and all, and have a wonderful week. It's been fun this morning, and y'all take care out there. And 73 is one and all. WB7EGG Mount Chad. We'll listen now.
Jenny, and keep your powder dry. And we got to stay on 73s as well and get the day going here. So everybody have a good week. Happy Mother's Day to all those out there. And we'll start 73s and maybe catch you Wednesday.
All right, you guys have a good week.
73s, Bud and Danny. Have a great Mother's Day. We'll talk to you maybe Wednesday.
Okay, 73 all. W6EGD.
73 all. WB7EG.
73, Bud and Denny. We'll look for you Wednesday night. Have a fine day. KM60Q.
So you all take care. Have a good one. And look forward to talking to you next weekend. Before I leave, I want to say hello to all of our friends out there in the woodwork. It's 6 okay.
Happy Mother's Day, Sue.
Thank you very much. Even though I'm not a mother, that's okay.
Yep, have a
Holiday year.
Yep, have a wonderful day, Sue.
Take care. 10 bucks this morning.
Yeah, great conditions.
Yeah, pretty nice this morning.
She dropped way down to me.
Yeah, she was so loud when she was first on this morning. Now she's almost out of there.
Yep. I hope you didn't end up with any interference there, Jim.
Well, I'm going to go upstairs in a minute or two and find out. And if I did interfere, then I'll at least have 30 minutes without interference that Diane can enjoy. I'm cautiously optimistic, though, because I ran the recorder yesterday while we were on the air, and I scanned the recording after I signed yesterday. I didn't see anything going. Optimistic this morning.
You got it all figured out, huh?
Yeah, and it got on this frequency.
Figure out how to share yet?
With the same equipment.
Yes.
Yeah, you would expect that you'd have the same result. That sounds reasonable.
I hope.
I wonder if any of the other preamps include a high-pass filter in their design.
I wouldn't think that would be deemed a strict requirement, because unless you got some low-frequency signal nearby, generally you don't need that.
Yeah, still good design practice. Doesn't cost much.
Does raise a question. I wonder what that little high-pass filter that Sue sent me actually cost.
What did it look like?
2 F connectors, one male, one female, and about a 3/8-inch little tubular segment in between the two, and totally rigid assembly, maybe 1.5 inches long.
Yeah, so coils are pretty small.
Well, guys, I'm going to get out of here and have breakfast with my wife, so you guys enjoy your day, and it was great talking to you guys this morning.
All right,
okay, Dan, you have a good one and a good trip over to
this is as good a time as
Shore.
any for me to go upstairs and see how much damage I was doing. For CCF, we'll see you guys next week, maybe Wednesday, who knows.
Yeah, best to y'all. You guys have a great one. Hopefully talk to you Wednesday.
Yep, I'll see you guys Wednesday night. You guys take care and enjoy your day. KM60Q.
W6DAX.